Hi, welcome to Mercurius Being. This is Amy, and I'm running through the astro update of the Mercury Inferior conjunction with the Sun. It will be exact on Sunday, January 23rd at 48 a.m., not to be too particular, Central Time. So that's when it's exact. It's active a day before and a day after, and I've already put on my website the planetary hours of each of those 3 days. And so the Mercury hours are actually what I put in there, not the whole planetary hours, but just the Mercury hours on those days, which are good times to set intentions or do vision board work, any of the things that I'll talk about today. All right, so Mercury Inferior conjunction with the Sun, what does that look like? Well, it looks like, number one, we can't see it. It's under the horizon, and Mercury is in its retrograde phase, and it's below the horizon, and it's close to Earth. It's between the Earth. So we have the Earth, we have Mercury, and then we have the Sun. So it's acting as a go-between, and Mercury is always the symbol of the messenger as well. So it's really, strongly in its messenger phase, and it's kind of acting as an intermediary between the earth and the physical plane and the world of matter and soul and embodiment, and the world and energy of spirit and pure potential and pure energy. That's what's going on. It's like the solar seed from above is being impressed or helping to plant into the world of matter intentions and whatever else it is that you would like to do. It's uncovering and enlightening parts of ourselves. It's enlivening parts of ourselves that may have gone dead or kind of gone offline, or parts that we'd like to reconnect with, or parts that we would like to unfold, parts that maybe we don't even have, but we would like to acquire or tap into. So again, it's just a special time of alignment between above and below. It's a good time to consult oracle cards if you like to do that, or tarot cards, or create a vision board, or make a mandala. And just for today's, I'll probably put something else online, but just for today, I was too lazy to draw my own, get my compass out and draw a circle. So I just hurriedly did this, and then at the 11th house I put Aquarius, where this inferior conjunction will be, and then I'll add the Gemini Mercury retrograde conjunction down here, and then eventually the Libra up in the 7th house. That would make a triangle within the star, and it's a perfect equilateral triangle. And then you could also make the points of the superior conjunction of Mercury, which are above the horizon, and they'll all be in fire signs, so it's fire and air for this year. And then together those two triangles form a 6-pointed star. Okay, so if you wanted to go that route, but you could also draw a circle, make a mandala of whatever you would like in whatever colors are relevant to you in the themes and intentions of whatever it is that you would like to plant at this time. Those seeds that you would like to be enlivened by the solar light. So it's a good time. This is in Aquarius, the water bearer, sign of the water bearer. And the glyph for Aquarius is those jagged lines. I'll talk more about this at the Aquarius new moon. It's electrical. It's the water bearer, but it's really more pranic water, cosmic water, which you would say is prana, which is the energy, the life force in the body. So it's connecting more deeply with your own life force and our own electrical wiring. It's a good time to review your day and your plugged inness. So just kind of really honestly evaluating what times of the day are you more connected what times of the day does the energy flow better. Aquarius is all about really kind of channeling that cosmic flow, really tuning into the intuition, and kind of out of the blue insights. So when are you feeling more connected, more plugged in, more in the flow? What helps the flow? What foods you eat, your daily patterns, the tea you drink, too much coffee, not enough coffee. What hinders your flow as well? Patterns or just your work schedule and routines. So I got this image of a transformer at this time and circuitry. So kind of what turns you on, okay? And how best can you manage that energy and optimize it? Plug yourself into the new year. So I know we've had all these invitations, right? We had the solstice, we had the Capricorn new moon, the Capricorn full moon, which that moon still, had that same degree as the solstice. And as I have said in the previous videos, any time is a good time to start your intentions and plug yourself into the new year. But this is another opportunity, and especially as we're talking about connectivity and electricity. So uploading your own program. So tuning into the optimal you, not the half-ass you, okay? The you of your full potentiality. And that would be that potential of the sun, that symbol of the cell, the circle of spirit with the bindu at the middle, that point of consciousness within the infinite potential. And that sign of the sun is ruled by Leo, or the planet sun is ruled by Leo, and Leo is to be seen and heard and be a creative force. And that is the polarity of Aquarius, Leo Aquarius, and Aquarius is to be an individual. And so it is uploading your own individual program, and it might seem a little weird, it might seem a little W-Y-R-D weird. It might seem a little wired, W-I-R-E-D, besides W-E-I-R-D, okay? I don't know why I was spelling all of those, but anyway, you get me. So the Aquarius also, besides being an individual, it really is plugged into the collective too. So kind of using your individual skills and insights to help reform the collective. Okay, and I like to think of it as kind of giving people a permission. You know how that is if somebody in your group or just somebody has the courage to be themselves, it just kind of lightens it up for everyone. So this is plugging yourself into being yourself and what seeds those are and how that looks like for you and how that can best be supported energetically by the rest of your schedule and the rest of your structure. All right, the Sabian symbol for this conjunction. So the conjunction is at 3 degrees Aquarius, 22 minutes. So we've got that in 22. We're going to see that number a lot this year. So we round it up to 4 degrees. I've got Martin Goldsmith's book here. And 4 degrees Aquarius, the saying for that is, on the edge of a gushing fountain, a passerby ministers to a man who has fallen and injured his head. Behind them, in the mists of the fountain, appears a shining image of Christ. So the descriptive phrases for this, perceiving the divine in all people and channeling this energy into good works, breaking through emotional blockages that can result in physical problems, reestablishing a flow of pranic energy, washing away ugly emotions through forgiveness, having the courage to reach out to others versus being frozen in an attitude of cold dignity, living out one's ideals, speaking to others from the heart, immersing oneself in life versus cynical, detached observation of the human comedy, wrestling with spiritual blockages, being brought to a point of spiritual revelation by life's drama, finding an overarching meaning to life's suffering, responding passionately to life, and overflowing humanity. One thing I just like to point out when it says it's falling, is somebody falling and hitting their head. Aquarius can be way too up in the head and kind of have a resistance to embodiment because the physical body and the physical human experience is a little messy and a little overwhelming for an Aquarian. And as an Aquarian, I understand that. So this conjunction point is really a point of embodying, okay, that earthly principle, the soul principle. So if you have a lot of air already, if you have that detachment and, you know, have difficulty with that aspect, this is a really wonderful time to explore that energy because you're really supported in bridging but from the head, which is a very Aquarian and Uranian, into the heart and into the earth, into being here right now. And again, I guess this is just a wonderful time for this. This bridge is open. It's a special time of alignment between above and below. So have fun plugging yourself into 2022, and maybe I'll get busy and do a mandala and put it on Instagram or Facebook, and maybe we could start a little sharing circle if you have a mandala or an intention board you would like to share as well. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back probably not until the Aquarius new moon. So again, I'll have the Mercury hours in my website, and please feel free to comment, and also please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you back here in another week or so. All right, take care.